Hey guys, my name is Lilly and today I want to bring you the news from Europe. So from 2022 onwards, I believe, the EU has made regulations that if you own a car, the car has to be able to technically track your eye movement to see if you're looking to the side while driving, or to see if you're still able enough to drive the car. So if you're blinking not enough or maybe too much, and if the system recognizes you that you're tired, then it will blink and give you a warning and say to you that you have to drive to a parking lot or something, or make a pause. So that's the first thing, which is kind of dystopian. And also, brake assistance systems have been out for a while, but they are not always correct in their decisions. So 1 out of 10 decisions is a wrong decision. And that also means that if your car is braking, let's say on the German Autobahn with a high velocity, if it's braking for the wrong reason, it can be that someone behind you is not able to brake and drives into your car. So those brake assistance systems are not perfect. Also now, there's a new mode which is called overtaking warning or something. So if another car is overtaking you, you will see a warning sign, a triangular orange warning sign in the side of the mirror. And that idea is not too bad, honestly. So sometimes if you're looking, at this side, you have a blind spot here because of this thing. So it wouldn't be too bad to have a warning sign if somebody overtakes you. But this system is also not functioning very well and 100% accurate. So I heard that from some drivers, somebody was braking in front of them and they wanted to change to the other lane. But then they saw this triangular sign in the side mirror. And then they realized that the overtaking car was still far away. So they could have easily, go to the other lane. So actually this warning sign is reacting too early from a car which is too far away. So then he made the decision to still go on the other lane because there was still time. But then the steering wheel was giving him resistance. So it was really hard for him to get the car on the other lane because the steering wheel did not operate correctly. So he had to use a lot of strength to get to the other lane. And that's a huge problem. So if somebody or something is stopping in front of you, maybe, some kind of obstruction, I don't know, maybe there's a rock falling down on the street, which can happen often in the Alps, and you quickly have to steer around it, then it can happen that the car won't let you because of the resistance of the steering wheel. So all of this is causing huge problems, and the systems are just not perfect yet. And I think that's a huge problem because it's not good to have two pilots, right? It's like if you cook a meal and there are two cooks, it's also not good, right? So yeah, a lot of problems are coming from this. This is why a lot of people stay with older cars, especially people who are concerned with privacy. There are a lot of stories about this camera getting hacked and the microphone inside of the car getting hacked, and then everybody can listen to what you're talking inside of the car. So it's a huge concern when it comes to data protection, right? So a lot of people don't like the new safety systems from the European Union, and a lot of people are looking to buy older cars now. But of course, the EU doesn't like it, and sometimes they have announced that they will ban older cars, or that they will ban that you get inspection anymore because they are a threat, right? They don't have those brake assistance systems and the other warning systems, so they are not safe to drive on the street anymore. So this is basically what it will come to. I think pretty soon the European Union will try to get rid of the old cars so that they can surveil us in our new cars, knowing exactly what we talk in our cars, where we are going, and if they don't like you, maybe because you said something politically incorrect, then they maybe turn off your car or something. So everything is possible right now. It's also very obvious that they are doing this bit by bit with the salami tactic, right? So first they only added a GPS, mandatory. Then they added the brake assistance system. Then they added warning signs, you know, going little steps, so there's not a lot of pushback. And if they had introduced this 10 years ago, all of this together, people would have maybe demonstrated. But they are doing it really smartly, doing it bit by bit, every year a little bit, you know. But now they're doing it little by little, getting the consumer accustomed to it, so nobody protests and everybody accepts. Total surveillance is the goal of the European Union. If you want to support my channel, the best way to do so is to buy a Odenwolf knife. Odenwolf is a really awesome company. They make high quality knives like this one here for a really good price. And this one happens to be a Scandinavian camping knife. And I really like this knife. I always have it in my car. And if you check out their website, you will find many other great knife models. And with my discount code Lilly10 you will get a 10% discount. So if you want to support my channel, make sure that you check out the affiliate link in the description below. Also, now there are new rules in the European Union. The EU wants to change the rights of air passengers negatively. So there will be less money for waiting times if the airplane is too late, and you will only get like 1/3 of compensation anymore. Also, there was a pretty strong earthquake near Italy. Around Italy there are a lot of earthquakes in the recent years, so I hope that nothing major happens. This earthquake was of the magnitude 6.2. I don't think it caused a tsunami or something, but yeah, a lot of volcano activity is going on around the world. And it's to no surprise, because actually our magnetic field of the Earth is weakening considerably even. So this of course is causing more earthquakes. Also, Austria is making a new austerity package. Who is really supposed to plug the budget hole? Everyone has to pay extra. Everybody here in Austria is going to pay for what the government is doing, of course. In the quest for over 5 billion euros in savings, the government is asking almost all segments of the populations to contribute. Pensioners will have to make cuts, families will have to face financial losses, as will many clubs and associations. High earners will be affected, but also low-income workers. The same thing is going on, coincidentally, in Canada. As Canada faces crippling debt, it must do the unpopular thing and cut elderly benefits. And that's exactly the same thing that they did to Austrian pensioners as well. Isn't it funny how all of those things happen in many countries at the same time? Also, in Germany, more and more people are leaving the country. My brother and 2 friends have already left. Why do ambitious young people emigrate? Conscription, pensions, debt. Young people are losing faith in the future. And this trend, of course, is threatening Germany's economic competitiveness, because all those high qualified people are leaving. Another downward correction. Germany's economic growth collapses again. Job cuts are getting closer. Germany's problem is structural. It's amazing how fast you can collapse an economically strong country. It's really unbelievable. Yeah, of course, the Iran war is continuing, and now they think about closing the Strait of Hormuz completely. And also what people are forgetting about the Strait of Hormuz is that not only 20% of fossil fuels go through the strait, but also now a lot of tankers are trapped inside of the Strait of Hormuz. They're not getting out for months now. And now those tankers are missing on the world market. So they cannot go anywhere, and now we have much less tankers. And the rest of the tankers who are free, they have to go longer routes, right? So our transporting capability has decreased. And this is why the supply chain is even more strained. Also in Austria, unemployment is rising. Thousands, hundreds of thousands are without jobs. To no surprise, because if your company closes, then you are unemployed, right? Also now in Germany, here they are saying that pension contributions are expected to rise more sharply in 2028 than previously anticipated. According to a report, the contribution rate could rise to 19.9% as early as 2028. And after that, the Pension Insurance Agency expects further increases in subsequent years. Economic crisis is causing a new multi-billion euro hole in the Federal Employment Agency, which is now facing a budget shortfall by the end of this year due to the economic crisis. Closing this gap could prove costly for taxpayers, and ultimately it could even affect the unemployed. In the Netherlands, they are going to tax you on money that you've actually never earned. In the Netherlands, they now want to tax you 36% on unrealized gains from 2028 onwards. So if you have a portfolio with shares and you don't sell it, but you make a profit this year by not selling it, so just the value of the shares is going up, you will still have to pay taxes on the unrealized gains. So I'm wondering how you should pay these taxes if you haven't received the money yet, because then you will have a problem of liquidity, right? Also now in Europe, if you have a solar system, maybe your financial plan is not working out. And when I say maybe, in most cases that's the case. It really depends on if you have a battery or if you have a solar array without a battery. So a lot of people don't have the battery because it's quite expensive and they only build solar arrays on their house. And they wanted to earn back this investment by feeding in and getting something back from the electrical grid, right? But now they're saying that sometimes there's so much electricity in the grid, especially now in summer and around noontime, that the transformer displays red and you cannot feed in your electricity. So basically, what you were hoping for, namely that you will pay back your investment with the feed-in, is not working out. So it really depends on when you have built your solar array. Maybe 15 years ago, it already paid off. But if you bought it like 2-3 years ago, now you have a real problem. Now I have another neighbor, he's saying he doesn't care about this. He just wanted to have this because he also has a battery. And this way he's saving more money by not buying so much electricity. So this is still working out. But if you don't have the battery, you now have a real problem. Also now in Austria, they want to cut back 200 doctors in one of the best general hospitals in Vienna. It's really crazy. It's already taking so long to get an appointment for surgery. 1 year, 1.5 years. And yeah, now they want to cut the personnel even more. Also now a lot of people are switching to private health insurance. But also the cost of private health insurance is exploding. And now only people with a really good income can afford private health insurance. Brutal price increases. This is what's going on in the shopping cart right now. Disheartening study results. Inflation has risen sharply again, making everyday shopping extremely expensive. A sobering finding, the economy is only recovering slowly, or not at all, rather. Oil and gas are more expensive. Inflation is leading households to reduce their retail spending. 36% of consumers and invest less in products such as clothing, shoes, sporting goods. Okay guys, so this is the news from Europe this week, and yeah, it's really hard to survive in Europe right now. So the taxes are really bad. It's really bad. It's crazy what we pay on taxes here. I have to make a separate video. So if you want to see that video, make sure that you are subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching and stay tuned till next time.